Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Just here. Welcome back to my channel. We are back with another reaction to The Walking Dead. This is the final season, season 11, episode 8, For Blood. Now, normally this would actually be the mid-season finale, but because this final season is an extended one, it's actually being split up into 3 parts, and this is only the part A finale. I'm assuming it's going to come back in February as it normally would, but I haven't seen its official return date confirmed anywhere, so if it already has been, definitely let me know in the comments down below. But last episode, as much as I enjoyed it, it more or less felt like a setup episode for this one. We saw Maggie learn the ways of the Whisperers taught to her by Negan, and I'm excited to see what she does with the horde that she gathered by the end of the episode. But one thing I want to say before we jump in this episode, and that's something about this season, it's the final season. I want to see them step it up a little bit in regards to deaths and the loss of characters. We haven't seen, or we haven't lost anyone major up until this point. Maggie's lost a few of her people, like Duncan, Cole, and Agatha. Our squad actually lost Gage, but he was more or less a side or minor character. I want to see them step it up, and I want to see something big happen this episode. But if you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. Here we go. Part A finale. Are we going to get to see the attack right away? They must be looking at the horde.
You ever seen Rottas move like that?
Don't say anything.
Yeah, I've seen that before. South of here.
Could take him down.
You didn't say too much.
Hospital in Rockville.
Can't stand that guy.
I can lead him out about 2 miles, just double back. Less work, less risk.
You got less balls.
Try Dixon's way.
All right.
Well, you think you can move those Rottas?
Yes, sir.
Hopefully this doesn't fuck things up. Cool drone shot.
Hey, Piper. How's the piping?
You kidding? You fell at a bar line. Hey, look.
This guy is so dead. I've never seen him before, so I feel like the only reason he was introduced was to die. There's more. Hopefully our people are in there. Yes! Just like Jesus. Amazing. Yo. Another storm?
I'll check on the babies.
It's only thunder. Remember what Mom said about storms? They're always followed by clear skies. I wish she was here.
So do I. Is this Poltergeist? Is Alexandria built on a former gravesite?
I'm going after him.
There's no point. He's already dead.
He was family.
Yes.
Starting to butt heads.
God, the sun.
Conflict from within. Daryl's taking notice.
Because of his courage, we now know the enemy is close. But I promise you, they will not escape this time.
This is going to be a fight to the death.
We need 3 teams. I'll take 1 to fight the fire.
I'll take a crew to repair the wall.
This group is just facing the weather.
So,
We got Maggie versus the Reapers, and Aaron versus the Storm.
I can go with you too.
Oh, thank you, Judith, but I preferred if you stayed here.
I'm not scared.
No, I know you're not. I was really hoping maybe you could help the other kids feel a little less afraid. Can you do that for me?
Be the leader of the kids.
How long do you travel with her for?
Not long at all.
What can you tell me about her?
Not much.
Why am I keeping you around?
Uh-oh.
You said God chose me.
You're gonna need to give him some info.
We kept him here because he's an excellent tracker. I'm sure he noticed something.
Hint, hint.
She's a great shot. I know that. That's probably how she took out Wells.
Sir, they're back.
Wave number 2.
Somehow she has turned the dead against the living. Oh, that's impressive.
Oh, that's impressive.
Storm's escape.
Oh, it's strong enough. They won't get that far enough.
Our Our people need to be careful.
I wish I was more like you. You're never afraid. That's not true. I've been scared plenty of times. Never seems that way. It's because I've learned how to use my fear. Just like how you can run faster when you're scared.
Adrenaline.
Fight better too. It makes you stronger.
She'd be proud of you.
I haven't heard from her in so long. I just wish she was here.
She is. You see her in the way you hold your sword and how you talk to those kids, helping them believe in themselves. Your mom is still with you.
Hell
You
yeah.
can bet that wherever she is, you're with her.
Man, Virgil's come a long way. He's saying all the right things right now.
Gracie, be careful.
Oh! How do they even know they're in there? Spotting them. You need to sneak off, Daryl.
Man, you're missing all the fireworks.
You want smoke? Yeah.
Look at Daryl being social. Ooh. Now flip him over. Yeah. Damn. They didn't even have to communicate before he did that. They were like already synchronized. Careful, guys. Oh, we got hit. Is that Elijah?
Secure the gate. Sure.
Secure the gate.
Ready to watch you. What's that?
It's how we're going to end this.
Oh, damn.
You remember where you're going.
Top floor, second room, southwest corner of the building.
Just remember to wait from us signal. Oh, the hinges are coming apart. And the crane. What are you doing? Buying this time.
Is she going out there? Brave, Rosita. She's a mom now, so we can't let her die. Coco needs her. Badass moment, though. Ooh. She better not have been bit.
Stay away from the windows. Ready?
Ready, go.
The
I have to tell you something. What? There's people down there walking with the dead. My people, they have families. They don't know what's about to happen to them. Please, you can't let them die like this. You lied to me. Protect my family. I'm sure you can understand that. Just please let me stop them. Please, you gotta help me.
It is time for our enemy. Face their reckoning.
She gonna make a move?
What were you two talking about?
Killing your punk ass. What's the play here, Maggie? Uh-oh, he's coming. Oh, shit. Damn, Maggie.
I went to the courtyard and fought.
Sir?
You heard me.
Our people are out there,
I am aware of that.
so let's call them back in.
Let the enemy know. God will protect them.
And what if he doesn't?
And it was their time to die.
I think up until this point,
Lord,
she's wavering, but she was still Team Pope. This is gonna bring her to Daryl's side.
Lord. You don't question me. Line it up.
Nope. Step on it. Oh! She did it herself. That seemed like a kill shot, but I feel like that was too easy. Fuck. There we go. Yeah, look at that blood. Oh!
Leah, come on.
Pope is dead. Dixon murdered him. He's with the enemy.
What the hell, Leah?
We're on our way.
I was already not a fan of hers.
Why would you do that?
Now I hate her guts,
You'd do anything to protect your family.
which you could be a part of.
So would I.
You killed your father, but you'll protect your family?
Gracie? Gracie?
Where the hell is Gracie?
I'm down here.
The guy in the house? Fuck, they're all separated. Oh, they're coming in.
They are retreating.
Put your mask back on, Maggie. There's still walkers around. Whoa. Oh! They're gonna fire it. Run! Alright guys, that was The Walking Dead, Season 11, Episode 8, For Blood. And this was a pretty good episode. It definitely didn't go how I thought it was going to go, but it was still good nonetheless. I think the main thing that I want to start with, the main thing I want to talk about, even before Pope's death, is Leah. I was so close to starting to like her character. I feel like if they would have had her actually go with Daryl, make that decision that she made, exactly have it play out exactly how it played out, but instead of that final decision and having her turn on Daryl, I would have had her go with him. Obviously, at this point, I don't know where the story's going to go. They did it for a reason. I'm sure it's going to be pretty epic when we do come back to it. And then later on with the cliffhanger too, we saw what came of it. She fired absolutely everything that she had at Negan and Maggie, which we know they're going to get out of. If people are going to die in that attack, it's not going to be those two. Like, I'm trying to think who else is there. We know Father Gabriel's there. Elijah's there. I feel like those two are more expendable than Negan and Maggie. Let's just be real here. So I don't think much is going to come of that actual cliffhanger. So I'm kind of surprised that they're leaving us on that. And I'm guessing that we're going to have to wait until February with that as our final image. So that kind of sucks. But at the same time, I do get it. Like, it's an intense moment to leave us on. But if we're just being real, we know they're not going to die from that. So it's kind of like an iffy moment too. So I don't know. I'm kind of split on that cliffhanger. Cliffhangers, just in general, they're very rarely done well. Everybody knows the season 6 finale cliffhanger. People still hate that till this day. Personally, I wasn't even upset about that one. So I don't mind this one. It wasn't too bad. I just know that nothing too big is going to come of it. That's the only reason why I'm kind of against it. But it is what it is. But back to Leah. The decision that she made to actually turn on Daryl, call Carver and the others, let them know that Daryl was the one that actually turned on Pope and not her, that pissed me off. I was so close to liking her, and I was rooting for her in that moment. They got me on her side. In that moment, I was like, yes, they took out Pope, but of course, it couldn't be that easy. I kind of get why she turned on him, but at the same time, I don't. I feel like she has a closer bond with Daryl than she does with her brothers. Like, she's talking about family. I don't know if I should insert the Fast and Furious Dom clip, but Vin Diesel family. But yeah, she's talking about family, and yet she turns on Pope for Daryl, and then she turns on Daryl for her family. I don't know. It was a little bit contrived, a little bit too contrived for me. I don't like the decision that she made. It pissed me off. Right when I was ready to root for her, I was ready to say in my conclusion, in my recap, hey guys, this episode got me on Team Leah. I now like the Leah character. Unfortunately, I'm not here saying that. I still don't like the Leah character. I didn't like her before. I don't like her even more now. So yeah, if this season was supposed to get me on her side and kind of get me to ship Daryl and Leah, it is not doing that. If anything, it's pushing me closer to Connie and Daryl. I want to see those two still, especially now that Connie's back. I'm so happy that she's back in Alexandria. But I gotta say too, I was a little bit disappointed by the B story for this episode. Obviously, it's not going to be as epic going on with Reapers versus Maggie and her crew, but at the same time, we basically just have Alexandria versus the weather. We've seen that before with the storm, with the ice storm, or the snowstorm previously, where Negan saved Judith, but I don't know. There's some stuff that I really liked, like Rosita going out on her own, going outside the doors, going outside the house and fighting. She had a badass moment. I really liked that scene. I was worried for her in that moment, which is very rare with main characters when they're just going out and doing something like epic or heroic. Because they're a main character, I'm usually not too concerned for them, but in that moment, I gotta say, I was actually concerned for Rosita. Maybe it's because I really love her character as well. She's freaking gorgeous. I just love Rosita, but at the same time, it's the final season. I've been saying it all season. It's the final season. Even in my introduction to this episode, I was saying, like, it's the final season. I want to see them step it up a little bit, like raise the level, like make me feel actually concerned for these characters. And in that moment, I was concerned for her. Obviously, nothing came from it, but I'm perfectly fine with that. She made it back in the house, and even when she was knocking, I was a little bit concerned there too. I was like, did she get bit? I guess it hasn't fully been revealed, but I think we're out of the woods in regards to that little scene or that little attack there, but it was still a very great scene. I like that scene. That was awesome. Giving Rosita a moment like that, I don't feel like she's had a moment of badassness for a while, so I definitely feel like her character needed that too. But in the B story, I feel like Judith was definitely the main focus in the house. Obviously, we saw a bit of Virgil as well, and can I just say, that man has come so far, and I'm glad to see it. When he was first introduced, and that just shows right there that I can turn around and like a character. Like, unfortunately, I can't with Leah, at least not yet, but with Virgil, when he was first introduced, man, I hated him. And even when he was the one to find Connie, I think a lot of people's reaction was, fuck anybody but him. But no, he is definitely... or I don't know if it was partly Michonne and partly Connie, but they definitely had a major impact on him and changed him as a character, because he's come around completely. I now like his character, and I now root for his character. Seeing his bond with Connie, even if it was just for one episode, and then he's kind of already had a little bit of a relationship with Judith when she took him out before, like dropped him and captured him, and then she stole his book. Like, they've obviously have a little bit of history, but seeing their conversation this episode too, I really enjoyed that. That was freaking awesome. So seeing their bond form even more, that was great to see. But Judith, she's stepping up all around. Like, ever since that flash forward after Rick left, the Judith character, I didn't think I would ever like the Judith character as much. When she was just a baby, I just thought she would always be like a background character. Kind of like how RJ is now, if I'm being completely honest. Like, he hasn't really been given too much to do. The kids in the show, for the most part, are great actors, and I know a lot of people are going to get upset at me saying this because he is young, but maybe I just haven't seen it out of him. But the actor playing RJ, he's not the best, so in terms of acting, so that's probably why they haven't given him too much to do, and that's perfectly fine. They don't need to. It's the final season. Just having him there when Rick does eventually come back, fingers crossed that he does come back eventually for the finale. It's going to be a great moment, just him seeing RJ for the first time, finding out about RJ. Maybe he already knows, I don't know, in regards to Jadis and the Commonwealth. There could be more there, or sorry, the CRM. There could be more there that we don't know, or in regards to him keeping up with his family. They might be feeding him info, but I understand RJ being there for a nice moment like that. But up until this point, I just don't think the actor is all that great. With that said, the actress that plays Judith, she might be one of the best child actors I've seen in quite some time. And I feel like in recent years, there's been like a lot of child actors that have really stepped their game up. Because when I was younger, when I was a kid watching like 80s horror films and whatnot, the acting from children it was rare to see them ever put on a good performance. I'm not saying it never happened. It was just for the most part not expected. But ever since, I don't know if it was like Stranger Things, but I don't know if you guys remember the movie Super 8. It came out around that time as well, when I think, what was it, about 10 years ago now? Around 2008, 2010, 2011, I don't know, around there. But let's just say 10 years ago. I just feel like there was an abundance or like an oversaturation. I don't want to say oversaturation. There was just a lot of great child actors, and it was welcomed. That's why I don't want to say it's oversaturated. It was well welcomed, all these performances that these kid actors are putting on. But with that said, I gotta say, the actress that plays Judith, she might be one of the best out of all of them. So yeah, I'm glad that she's part of the show. I did see her in another show as well. It was just one episode. It was, what was it, Creepshow, the TV series. or I don't even think it was on TV, but it was online at least. And yeah, her story in that, I think it was like an anthology series, and her story or her episode, she put on a wonderful performance there as well. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching her career move forward. I'm definitely interested to see where it goes after the show. And I don't know if I've ever said this before, but I've definitely thought it. They could always do this too, where they skip ahead like 10 years. Like, say the show ends. Obviously, we still have Walking Dead, World Beyond Wall, final season, Fear of the Walking Dead. Who knows how long that's going to run for? I assume another year or two. And then we have the spin-off for Carol and Daryl. But say like 10 years from now, they could do another spin-off with that actress that plays Judith growing up and seeing her adventures as an adult, as adult Judith. I would personally love to see it. That's one thing I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below, because I think we can all agree Judith is going to survive this show. Am I right? If there's anybody that doesn't think that, let me know that as well. But if they were to do, or 10 years from now, if we were to come back to the series and we do see, or Judith gets her own show, her own spin-off as an adult, is that something that you guys would want to see? Because just seeing her as a kid, who knows, maybe she doesn't even stick with acting, but seeing her performance in this show as a kid, it is phenomenal. And seeing, back to the story, seeing her with Grace, obviously they're trapped in the basement. That's where they're going to leave us until February, I'm guessing. I don't expect anything to happen to her, and who knows, Gracie could be one of the side characters on the show too if they do come back 10 years from now. But yeah, overall this is a good episode. The one thing I haven't really talked about, and I mentioned at the very start, was Pope. He was finally taken out. I don't want to say I was surprised at his death. I kind of expected the Reaper story to be wrapped up, actually. I thought we were going to see a major attack and then he was eventually going to be killed off at the end, but he was killed off, but not the way that I thought it would go. So I can't believe Pope's gone. We only got him for the first 8 episodes of this season, and then how many more are there? 16? He's gone for the remaining ones. Obviously, we're not completely done with the Reapers just yet. I'm kind of disappointed by that. I'm definitely disappointed with Leah. But yeah, Pope is dead, so that's interesting. And he was probably the most interesting Reaper out of all of them. So if I'm being completely honest, I'm kind of disappointed if the Reapers are staying that he's not. So, but at the same time, I was saying at the very beginning in my intro that I do want to see some major deaths. And he was probably the most major out of the Reapers aside from Leah. So yeah, that was pretty epic. And even when he was first stabbed, I was like, that was a kill shot, but I don't know if he was completely dead. And then after they showed us, she like straight stepped on his back and knifed to the back and neck. Like, he is dead now. So there's no coming back for Pope. But yeah, this was a good episode, guys. Not a huge fan of the cliffhanger, but only because we know nothing's going to happen to the people that were kind of caught in the crossfire there, Negan and Maggie. But at the same time, I can't wait to see what goes down with the rest of the season. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like and subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Until next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't full enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I'm not the one to be yo-yoing when you put that shit on